What is up, Queen? It is day one of me getting my shit together because I'm gonna be honest with you, Christmas holiday season has been a little crazier than usual. I will say that I've been sticking to my macros and I've been sticking with my training, but there have been some treats and bits in there. Last night we actually went out for pizza. We told ourselves, me and Brandon, we're like, okay, we're done eating out. The next little bit here, I need to get back on my check-ins because I know my coach is counting on it, you're counting on it. So it's gonna be really important that I document this journey because it is really hard to get motivated and consistent when you don't necessarily have a goal in front of your eyes. I don't know if I'm going to be competing this year. I've said it. I don't know if I will. The plan is to maybe do one, but we also have other important commitments that we want to prioritize. But I'm here to tell you that I'm going to take you through this journey of me getting my shit together because it is hard. Even as a coach, even as a client myself, it is hard to get your shit together, but I'm going to show you that it is possible. And I look great, I look decent, I just finished my cardio, but I know that I can look better, and if I have certain trips coming up, I want to make sure that I look my best. So stay tuned, stay along. I'm going to show you exactly how I get back on track, and I can't wait to show you how it is possible if you stay consistent. Okay, Queen, we're gonna be doing the lat pull downs with the V form. I always have so many of my clients and also see some people here at the gym doing it wrong. And the main key here thing is that you're using your lats. And a good analogy that helps me do this exercise, ensuring that I'm doing it correctly, is to pretend you're falling off a cliff and you're holding on to something really, really high, and you're using your lats to hold yourself together. The moment you start using your biceps, which is kind of okay because in a way, this exercise does work a little bit of your triceps and biceps, we want to make sure that we're focusing on our lats. So it's really important that you are pulling with your lats. So I'll show you how. Okay, we get here. We want these to be really on our knees. And we're going to grab the thing. And you better be grabbing from your lats. And then we go up, and then we push down. And then we go up, and we pull down. Okay, we're gonna do 5 more reps simply because it is the heavy weight.
I used to believe we were burning on the edge of something beautiful.
We're gonna be doing the single arm machine with plates. I'm not a huge fan of this machine. I'm actually not a huge fan of Techno Gym. But the main goal here is that you brace your core, you keep your shoulders down, and that you are driving with your elbows. You kind of want to make sure that when you're pulling the weights, you're pulling towards your lower back because it does help with your hourglass shape, especially if you're trying to get a smaller waist, and you got to do that by growing your lats. So I'm going to show you this. We're going to grab at the bottom and we're just going to pull. 1, 2, 3. And remember, you always want to hold when you're pulling towards your back, at least for 1 second. And a good way to count is by, in your head, just going 1 Mississippi. Now we're doing the single arm cable rows. This one is a little bit harder. Again, my gym is not the greatest when it comes to machines, but something to keep in mind is you really don't want to do the heaviest weight. You want to make sure you're doing somewhat of a challenging weight because the goal here is that you feel it in your lat, and if you're not feeling it in your lat, it's too heavy for you. So we're just going to grab our cable here. Always start with your weak arm. Horizontal grip, and we're just going to make sure we're using this area. So we're going to grab, we're going to do about 12 reps. Core tight. Keep your trap down. And kind of similar to the single arm machine is you want to make sure that you're pulling with your elbow and that your elbow is kind of hitting your lower back. We're going to be doing the glute drive machine / hip thrust machine. This is one of my favorite machines, and it has taken me years to understand how to properly feel this on my bum. So first things first is you want to make sure you're wearing the appropriate shoes, which I'm kind of not, but lately with these shoes, I've been finding it very successful to feel it in my butt. 2 is you do not need to do 6,000 plates on this. Honestly, the less the weight, the better, the more likely you're going to feel it in your glutes. Not your lower back or your quads or your hamstrings, you're actually going to feel it in your glutes. Third is we're going to use this t-shirt just because the way that my gym has this machine set up is literally in the view of everyone, so we don't want that to happen. So we're gonna get into this, putting this here. There we go. You kind of want your feet closer to your butt. The closer that it is to your butt, the more you're going to feel it in your glutes. The farther away you are, the more you're going to feel it in your lower back, and that's not what you want. So let's just get really close to our glutes, and then we're going to go up. Push up. There we go. Let me go up. And now we're going to bring it down. And then the moment you feel it in your glutes, you stop, hold, and then you drive up. You don't want to go all the way down because that's when you lose that contraction in your glutes. And that's it. Really important that you just keep your feet really close to your glutes. You drive with the heels and you hold for a second at the bottom, but you don't have to go all the way down. My tip for you to grow your ass with this machine. Okay, I do the glute kickback machine. I already have a video on this on how to do this. Just watch me because I really need to grow this ass for 2026. We're going to be doing my favorite exercise when it comes to shoulders, delts, your side delts. It's one of my favorite. It's just literally your side lateral raises. And the key here is that you're not doing too much of a heavy weight. I swear to God, I see so many individuals at the gym, some of my clients use their traps when it comes to this exercise. And the goal here is that you're using, yes, a challenging weight, but also that you're controlling the movement, stopping at the top, and really driving with your elbows. And something that really helps me to ensure that I'm doing this exercise correctly is to pretend you're pouring tea. So you grab the dumbbells, and the way that you tilt your hands a little bit is kind of like you're pouring tea. So I'm going to show you how. So you grab your weights, and we're just going to go up. And then as we're going up, I'm just tilting my hands a little bit, but also driving with my elbows. So we're going to do this again. You never want to go like this. And I see so many people doing that. You just really want to drive with your elbows, keep your traps down, and keep your core tight, and pretend you're pouring tea. Finally made it to the last exercise of my entire workout today. I'm exhausted. I don't want to be here anymore. It's been over an hour. But I really do try to ensure that I'm following the tempo, going really slow, and feeling it on the muscles that I have to. Can I do this heavier? 100%, but it's always nice just to stick to a decent weight. Again, you want it to be challenging, not too heavy, but challenging enough that you feel it on the right muscles. So we're going to be doing this reverse pec fly machine, and the goal here is that you feel it in your rear delt, so right over here. I'm going to go really slow, and always remember to keep your core braced, and make sure you keep your traps down. So you can watch this. As you might have seen, I am not going all the way out when I'm doing this exercise. You don't want to go like this. Don't do this. Because now you're no longer activating that muscle that you're trying to work on. Now you're kind of just like stretching your entire rotator cuff. Make sure that when you're setting up the sitting situation, you're leaning towards it and you're kind of reaching out a little bit. That way you can actually feel the muscle that you're going to be doing. Okay, so that was my workout. It was my upper/lower body day, my entire full body day, which takes me a little bit longer. The plan was to be in and out, but I'm going to be honest, not really. I really want you to come along with my journey of basically getting my shit together after the holidays, because I know it is difficult to get your shit together. Everything has just been back to back. But anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like and give me a follow just in case you want to follow along with the journey.